Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan, here on Twitch on the William Morgan Media channel. And before we get started with the show, let me bring up my good friend and co-host, Shaw. Shaw, how you doing, man?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain. How was your week this week?
It was pretty good. On my birthday. It was all good.
Oh, happy birthday. You had a birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, guys, you can always catch us over on the William Morgan Media channel live every Saturday night at 10 p.m. But then on Tuesdays, replays will be over on Pinfall Streams and Geek News Now YouTube pages. So don't forget that. If you missed the live show, you can never catch one of the replays that we got going on. All right, Shaw, we are into it now. Let me do one quick thing. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with the news and the news for this evening. You are the captain of that train, so let's go ahead and get started.
Yes, sir. All right. First up, we'll talk about the shows. We got Legends Tomorrow first up. Pretty simple thing. They're stuck on the ship. Let's see. They start to play a board game, whatever. Basically, Among Us, turns out to be a dark version of Constantine doing his whole thing with that stuff that he's drinking. Meanwhile, Ava, back on the ship, is looking for a wedding dress. That all stuff happened, blah, blah. Everything get fixed. Actually, no, the wedding dress thing we had in the last episode. So, yeah, Mick is on the ship by himself with Gary. They find another ship that comes to them. It turns out to be the alien chick that he was with. After helping her out, turns out she's working for the clone dude who's getting healed up through Gideon's machine, whatever. Everybody on the board game thing comes back. They're alive, all good. Next episode, we'll be dealing with the clone dude. I'm not sure how many episodes are left. I'm thinking next episode might be the finale, but I haven't seen anything. So, yeah. What do you think, sir?
Because I have been watching Legends. If I do pick it back up, I have to go back and binge it, but I haven't been watching it recently.
It's episodic. You don't need to binge it.
Okay.
I mean, like maybe a couple of information, like the stuff with Zari, but other than that, it's pretty much episodic. You don't really need to do anything.
Okay.
All right, next up, episode 2 of Stargirl. This was a good one. So
yes.
we meet Jenny, who's supposed to be Jade. I don't know why they changed the name.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, she's the daughter of Alan Scott. She gets the she was an orphan. She has this whole thing of trying to be perfect or whatever. Courtney gets a little jealous. Well, a lot jealous. Stuff happens, blah blah blah. Through some stuff, she accidentally knocks over the lantern itself, which starts to get ready to blow up. Jenny tries to prevent it from doing so, absorbing it because apparently she is like she has energy in her or something. Like she makes it so the ring can work with her instead of having to be charged. It explodes. She absorbs all of it. Now she's kind of greenish. And the next day, she's gone. She's left, and that's it. They also figure out that the Shade is in town, and despite all the stuff of Courtney being obsessed with fighting bad guys, Pat tells her about it, so that's happening. And yeah, that's basically everything happening. Our man dude is still giving food to who is probably Grundy, might not be Grundy, and White Cat Lady is still dealing with the fact that she killed someone.
Yep.
Also, the other chick, the chick from last season that was their age, that was a bad guy. She's back. The Eclipso diamond thing manipulated her mother, quote unquote, to try to kill her. So now she's dead and gone. So that happened, and yeah, that's everything that happened. What do you think of the episode, sir?
I thought it was a very good episode. Kind of thought Whitney was being a little, I don't know, jealous. But overall, she came through the end. I thought it was a very good episode.
Yep,
And like I said, I have no issues with it whatsoever.
yep.
Stargirl and Superman and Lois saved the CW. By the way, I just want to say that.
Well, we'll see moving forward. I mean, we'll see moving forward. I mean, we'll see how things go. So the first time we get a Green Lantern in the Arrowverse ends up being Jade and not how John Diggle. Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
go ahead.
Yes. All right. So let's move on to the next show, the season finale of Superman and Lois. So Superman is able to find Jordan, who is possessed by the um, I don't know, that dude. After a lot of fighting, blah blah blah. Lois and Jonathan are able to go into his mind and bring him back, whatever. So Jordan's okay now. Superman and Steel go and fight Edge, and they managed to defeat him. It took a while, but they did it. Everything seemed all cool at the end. General Lane decided to go to retirement. Everything's fine until a ship crash lands right in front of the Kent farm, and out walks in Steele's daughter. So she's there. There was a awkward look between her and Lois. We'll see how that goes next season. What did you think of the finale?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was really, really good. I thought having Lex's daughter come through, it sort of kind of muddies the water a bit because his whole premonition was he thought she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
So that sort of kind of muddies the waters a little bit, don't it?
Yeah. Either it's a different version of her,
Could be a different version.
or it's the whole thing of she saw a building collapse or something, and it was something where she should have died, but something else happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those two kind of things. Yeah. So yeah, it was good. We'll see what happens next season. We probably don't have that long to wait since most shows are starting to film now.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Supergirl will be back before you know it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we go next season. I mean, next 2 days on Tuesday. Next up, one of the best episodes of the week of anything. What if? We got what if T'Challa was Star-Lord instead of Peter Quill? With basically Yondu, instead of going to pick up Peter Quill himself, sends two of his subordinates who are a little stupid. They pick him up. He decides to travel with them in space. Fast forward to him getting the Power Stone. We meet Dio Hansu's character, I forget his name. But instead of being like who, he's all fanboying over T'Challa. Turns out this whole timeline is like one of the better timelines where everything's cool. After retrieving the Power Stone and taking Dio Hansu's character to join them and the Ravengers, they go and get some drinks. Turns out Drax is there as a bartender and his family's alive. Also, we find Thanos is good. All it took was apparently a conversation with T'Challa, and he was decided not to go off with the whole destroy half the universe. Nice little running joke in the episode.
Yes.
We then get introduced with Gamora, who was a blonde and not mechanical. Clearly, sons up between the two of them. Clearly, she talked to them about doing a job, going up against the Collector, who in this universe is as strong as he is in the comics and is like the big boss now. They go. There's some double crosses. T'Challa finds out that Yondu lied to him about his home being destroyed. After some fighting, a really big fight where the Collector apparently had Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, and a bunch of other stuff, they finally take him down. The his assistant lady locks him into a thing and then frees all the other people to come at him. We had a nice little scene with Howard the Duck, which I was glad about. Let's see.
The Duck is awesome.
Yes, sir. Got a nice little moment where Thanos fought the Black Order and everyone to protect Gamora and stuff. So that was a nice scene. Finally, at the end, they all go to Wakanda. They meet the family, blah, blah, talking, blah, blah. Everything's all good, except over Peter Quill, as he grows up on Earth, he gets introduced to his father, and, bad stuff. Bad stuff. What do you think of the episode, sir?
That was the best episode by far, though.
Yeah. It was also a farewell to Chuck Boseman.
Chuck Boseman.
Yeah, last time he voiced the character.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a very good episode. Which one is next? I'm trying to think.
I think it's the one with Stark and Killmonger. I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I know that Marvel Zombies is going to be like the third from the last.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Gamora being evil is going to be second to last.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. I know that there's 9 episodes in total. We've had Sharon Carter. We had T'Challa. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's what that was going to be.
It's going to be so awesome to see how that whole series pans out.
Yeah, I know that the episode after is going to be the Doctor Strange one, where I think Tony Doctor Strange. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the episode after that, number 4. So yeah, all in all, really good episode, really enjoyable. Can't wait for the next.
Oh yeah.
Tell me something. Do you think it would have been better if they would have put this all up, all in one shot, or going week by week is better? What do you think for this kind of show?
I think for that kind of show, it would have been better if it was all one shot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I get the whole week by week thing, anticipation of each episode and giving each time to settle and everything like that. But yeah, it would be nice to see them all in one shot.
Yeah, it would be. Just bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
Right then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and it's a 15-minute mark. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, everybody. Stay tuned with us. You're listening to the Geek Gauntlet right here on William Morgan Media. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, that first commercial you saw was for the Double XP podcast. Join Kay and Punisher as they bring you the latest in video game news. Plus, they bring you exclusive features such as nostalgia look, blah, 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 and Punisher's pun. So to check those ladies out every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Then you have the First Generation Dad podcast with myself and Tony. We break down everything that goes down in the world of dads, how we can help with the children, how we can take care of ourselves as well. And that will be on Pinfall Streams every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And also don't forget, guys, we do have a sponsor, Ray's Energy Drink. Head over there, get you 15% off any flavor that they have by using the promo code GNN10. That gets you 15% off your entire order. So this head over there, get you some energy drinks, good for the gym, good if you're working remote from home. Very, very good, very good to have. All right, let's go ahead and bring Shaw back on. All right, buddy, let's go ahead and continue.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So last up, we got episode 4 of Titans, titled Blackfire, aka everybody making dumb decisions with bad guys. All right. So first up, let's talk about the Dick Grayson storyline with him trying to get on Red Hood. So Jonathan Crane gets an assassination attempt. He survives, so they decide to move the Black Gates. Dick Grayson decides to knock out all the guards that are trying to move him and take him himself to a little cottage that apparently he and the other Robins were trained at. After some conversation, some mind games, Crane is clearly working with Jason. Clearly, what's his face? Yeah, Jason gets into a trap. There's a big fight. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, Barbara gets a helicopter there because she knew where they were going. A shot is taken and Dick gets shot. Jason appears to have escaped. Crane should be still knocked out, but we didn't see him at the end there, so we don't know. Next up, we got Starfire's storyline. After almost killing Gar, because of the whole blackout stuff, he decides to put her in like a deformation chamber to kind of meditate, whatever, that helps her see exactly what's happening. That her dreams aren't about her; they're about Blackfire being taken to some sort of location. She wakes up and she's in a car with Gar in the trunk. Takes him out with the car. They go down to this facility where they find Blackfire in some sort of room and some sort of random scientist. They found out that the government captured Blackfire, put her in this area. She's now has no powers. The thing is dampening her and all that. Starfire has a conversation with her, talks to her. They have a fight. They start to leave, but then for some reason, Starfire decides to go and get her and take her out instead. Even though this is someone who killed your parents, killed your boyfriend, and was literally on Earth to try to kill you. Has no remorse for anything, just some bullshit like, oh, you were treated better than me when we were kids. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, heroes making stupid decisions. They take her out, and that's the end of the episode. Very stupid. What is
very dumb? Very, very dumb. Would you?
It's not even like she was being experimented on anything. She wasn't just being held captive. That's it.
Right. I'm not gonna. Would you call this a bad episode? I don't know if I'd exactly call it a bad episode. Maybe bad writing, but I don't know if the episode
it was entertaining to the very least.
Yeah.
To the very least, it was entertaining. Just some dumb decisions here and there.
Right.
I don't think that those dumb decisions sullied the episode. I don't think. I think they're bad decisions, but yeah. That's what I think.
I think so too. I'm just waiting till Wonder Girl comes back. That's my way now.
Yeah. Girl.
We all know she's coming back. We all know it.
It might be a flashback, but we'll see. Well, for the Raven to come back, because it's been a while. It's already been 4 episodes.
Been a minute. Yeah, that's true. It's been a minute since we've seen her.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know if Dove's going to come back, but we'll see about that too.
And nobody's giving me my explanation yet. How you beat Slade like that? That's number one from the last season. We know it got an explanation for that. And then 2, how is Wonder Girl gonna go toe to toe with Superboy but die to electricity? That's number 2. You didn't give us any explanation of anything toward that.
Yeah, very true, very true.
And I'm trying to think. Was it? I don't think it was raining that night either.
It doesn't look like it. I don't think so.
I don't think it was raining that night either. So I'm still trying to figure that one out. Oh, well, my fault. All right, what we got next up on the plate?
All right, let's move on to some happy birthdays. First up, a legend, Robin Williams. His birthday just passed, so rest in peace to you, good sir.
Yes.
Next up, Dana Muldrin, who played Dr. Pulaski in Star Trek Next Generation. She just had a birthday recently.
Yes.
So happy birthday to her. And finally, the last birthday we got is Amy Adams, who turns 46.
Do you like her? Do you like her as an actress?
She's a good actress. I just don't like her as Lois Lane because she's not doing shit. I mean, she acts like a Lois Lane before, like, the way that Lois Lane was written before the Adventures of Lois and Clark.
Right.
Because with that show, Lois got a bigger role, a bigger character, more character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Characteristics, and then that built with each show that continued it with Superman animated series, Smallville, even the Lois and Superman and Lois. The minimum time that we've had with her, like, she's actually really good. I wasn't keen on her when she showed up the first time in Elseworlds, but just like an episode or two of Superman and Lois, and I like her. She's good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Amy Adams is a good actress. She's got awards. She was even in Smallville, and that was one of the best episodes. Really early, I think it was like episode 3 or something like that, where she played the fat sucking vampire. That was a really good episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. What do you think of her?
I like her. I like her as an actress. Again, I just don't like. I'm just not a fan of Lois. The only Lois Lane I really ever cared for was the Lois Lane in the animated series.
I get that.
That's it. I think. Oh, and the original, of course.
Right.
Margaret Kidder. I do like her and the animated version of Lois Lane, but other than that, that's the only 2 Lois Lanes I really cared for.
I get that. All right. Speaking of reporter characters of superheroes, there's a rumor. Again, this is just a rumor that season 8 of The Flash will be doing the storyline of Iris being for the future.
Can we just leave her stuck in the future?
Leave it there? It's kind of necessary to answer the whole why the energy and stuff was inside of her. And
facts.
They did mention the whole Eternium thing in season 6, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm. Can we just leave her there? Explain it and just leave her ass there. How about that?
Maybe by the end of the season, maybe. Hopefully, all right.
You keep the kids here. You keep Barry here, and just take stick you somewhere in the future where you're far, far away from the current storyline.
Right.
You can come back. You can come back for the finale.
Yeah, right. All right. Next up, we got some a quote from Kevin Feige. We got a picture of that. So it's about the movie that they make for the MCU, the Christopher Reeve thing. Christopher Reeve, not Keanu Reeves. Two different Reeves.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yes. Apparently, before watching every movie, he watches the original Superman movie as kind of inspiration or whatever. That's kind of where everything's built on. What do you think about that?
That's interesting because that movie is a classic, though. I'm not gonna say it lie.
It's a classic, yeah.
I'm not gonna say it lie. It's a classic, so I get it. If you take inspiration from that movie, I got no problem with you.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is great. I mean, though I do think that plus Superman 2, because they both tell a full story. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
yeah. All right, move on to the next piece of information. We have the full cast for an upcoming animated movie, Catwoman Hunted. Give me a second to put this down a little bit. All right, so Elizabeth Gillies will be playing Catwoman. Stephanie Beatrice will be playing Batwoman. Jonathan Barks will be playing Black Mask. And Lauren Cohan will be playing Jillian Pennyworth.
That's cool.
So that's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Main villain's going to be Black Mask. We'll see some Batwoman. I'm interested.
me too.
Next up, some more not so good news. Apparently, Ray Fisher has stated that he wouldn't reprise his role in Justice League or any sequels or anything unless he gets an apology from both Warner Brothers and the film boss Walter Hamilton. What do you think about that?
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Get out of here, man.
yeah,
Come on. Really?
yeah,
You going down that route?
yeah. I mean, it's not like he's not replaceable. I mean,
Yeah, anybody can replace him.
I didn't even think I didn't even like the fact that he was in the movie. You know,
Yeah, anybody can replace him. It's not like he's a irreplaceable actor. Anybody can replace him.
exactly. I mean,
You
Cyborg is only
know?
necessary for the Justice League War storyline, and even then, they didn't really need him.
Right.
Yeah, the only reason why they had
Exactly.
him on the team was because that was the roster at that time.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, so that's another problem I have with Justice League. They had a chance to choose any roster they wanted, pick different characters. They just chose what was there at the time.
Oh, real quick, I forgot. I don't know if you sent. I don't know if I did this with you, but going back the backtrack on Amy Adams real quick. There you go.
Ah, right.
Yeah, let's a backtrack on that real fast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next up, in some lighter news, apparently there is a Black Canary movie in early development at HBO Max, starring the same chick from Birds of Prey.
That's what's up.
So that's apparently happening.
Yep.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think she was bad. Just I think just writing and stuff, about like that. And I
Yeah.
do wish that she looked the way Black Canary should look. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. But hey, whatever. We'll see what's up. Let's see. Next up, apparently Dave Bautista, who is playing a couple of characters, would like to have a team up movie with Jason Momoa to do sort of a Lethal Weapon type buddy cop movie. What do you think about that?
That might
Jason
work.
Momoa and Batista.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah. Currently, they're in that series C on I think Apple TV. I think
Mm-hmm.
where he's like a bad guy at the moment. Whatever Batista.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, it is what it is. It'll be kind of interesting. Let's see. In some happier news, Scarlett Johansson and husband Colin Jost have welcomed their new baby. It's a girl, I believe.
Cool.
So congrats to them. In some ScarJo related news, let's go down a little bit. Elizabeth Olsen apparently supports her lawsuit. So that's something.
But that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good that the two actresses support each other. That's good.
Yes, sir.
And I still think Scarlett's in the right.
Mm-hmm. Question is, will she actually win? And I mean, even if anything, it's like, will it just go to like arbitration? Will it just be like a payout or whatever? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Also,
Yeah.
Marvel is apparently eyeing Secret Wars for the MCU's next big events. What do you think about that? For the movies.
Now I am looking forward to Secret Wars. I really, really am. Hopefully they do it right. But if they do it the right, do they have? Because I'm going back and trying to think at the rosters in the comics. Do they have the license for all those characters? Because I know if you go by that, you're looking at Lizard, Black Cat, the Fantastic Four, Captain America, Iron Man, and I hadn't even started on the villains yet.
I think so. Let's see. Monica Rambeau's in there too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Okay, of course, Ultron, Molecule Man. We'll see how they do that if they do that. Doctor Doom, of course. Galactus for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
let's see, who else is there? I
Let me
guess that's
see.
about everyone. I mean, of course, it
Like,
depends on which Civil War they're doing.
right.
The original or maybe the 2015 one.
If you do the original, then you got some you got some licensing to do.
I mean,
If you don't have them already under house,
yeah. I
which
mean,
they could.
well, actually, speaking of that, actually, apparently Marvel is considering buying Sony.
Now that's interesting.
I mean, if they can do it, they should do it. I mean, they were thinking of doing it a while back, but there was this whole thing where Apple was thinking of buying them, and if that happened, they'd be cool. They just get Spider-Man back right then and there. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they should have the money to spend, but with the whole pandemic thing, I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
That's interesting.
Yeah. In some better news, apparently Elizabeth Henstridge's character Gemma Simmons from Agent Shield will be returning for the Secret Invasion series. Now it specifically says her character, so I don't know if it's going to be her herself as the character. It was connected to Agent Shield, but yeah, it specifically says her character.
Right.
What do you think about that?
That's interesting. So it could be anything at that point. It could be AI. That's her character. It could be anything. It could just be her voice.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true.
So that's interesting.
Speaking of some casting for some Disney Plus shows, Kevin Feige has confirmed that D'Amica Thorne, will be debuting as Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever series.
I don't know why people got a problem with Ironheart, man. Come on, man.
She was kind of a shitty character when she was introduced, though. I mean,
I think it's the way they did it.
exactly. Like, yeah, exactly.
I think it was the way they did it.
I
Not
don't
so
know.
much as her. That's the way
Yeah.
they did it.
I don't know if she's better now or anything like that, but when they introduced her, she was poor. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see now. Next up, we have the cast for the Marvels, again, the Marvel 2. Got a picture of that to show real quick.
Yes.
Here we are. So, we got who may or may not be Marvel Boy. We got, of course, Kamala Khan. We got, of course, Captain Marvel herself. We got
Boo. 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 So, go ahead.
we got Spectrum, though I don't know if they're going to go with Spectrum
I
or.
don't know if they would or not.
Yeah. So it's either Spectrum or Photon. I think they should probably go with Photon.
Mm.
Of course, Sam Jackson as Nick Fury, which was mentioned recently. And apparently, we got someone who's going to be playing Moonstone.
I love to see Moonstone because that means you bring what you call that in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were going to bring the Thunderbolts in regardless, but if you bring her in this movie, then you pretty much confirm that somewhere down the line you're going to see the Thunderbolts.
Yep, most definitely.
Yeah.
Next up, Ben Kingsley has confirmed that he is returning for Shang-Chi, so we will be seeing the fake Mandarin.
Ooh. Did you see that trailer?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said that. We just got the last trailer for the Eternals. What do you think about that, sir?
Somebody I don't know where I saw it, but someone brought up a point. I don't know if I completely agree, but it could be correct that the Eternals created mutants.
Oh, maybe. I think there is something about that. I'm not sure.
I gotta do some more digging on that, but yeah, that's an interesting theory.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I remember something about that. I'm not sure, though. I'm pretty sure that they're supposed to be like just natural evolution, but I think I remember seeing something about that. I'm just not sure. We'll see. There was one thing with the trailer that people saw the big dude. I thought that was Galactus for a second there.
Mm.
When of course, it wasn't Galactus. It was one of the Celestials, which actually makes it worse. All right, next up. Apparently, the sequel for Dune will be focusing on the character of Chani. That's Zendaya's character.
Mm.
I don't know if I see her as that character. Like what I've seen her in of the character previously, she's this really angry, badass fighter and all that. And I don't know if I see Zendaya as that. What do you think?
I don't see her that way either.
Yeah. And the focusing on her, I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. What we got next?
Let's see. Next up, Mike Richards apparently is stepping down from Jeopardy as the new host that was just recently announced for some past scandalous tweets or whatever.
Oh my goodness, here we go with cancel culture.
Yeah. We don't know if they're going to be still looking for another one or if they're just going to have Maya Bialik doing the whole week every week.
Right.
We'll see. Next up, we just recently got a trailer for the Star Wars Visions. Did you see that trailer?
That I didn't see.
It was actually pretty damn awesome. I mean, all in like different anime styles, so it's kind of like Animatrix back in the day, kind of. It looked pretty good. I mean, I'm really interested. You know, you have a lot of different directors, different studios, mostly anime, if I'm not mistaken. I'm interested. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Next up. This one I didn't really expect. We got a trailer for a new Netflix He-Man Masters of the Universe series.
Isn't that Revelations or something?
No, it just said Hero
He-Man?
He-Man Masters of the Universe. It wasn't the one with Tila. It's actually with freaking He-Man.
They need to freaking
I
some
mean,
people like that, some people didn't.
yeah. I mean, I don't know about this one though, because like it doesn't have the same aesthetic.
Right. Right.
I mean, it looks a little more technically advanced.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
And what's the last bit of news for tonight?
John Boyega is rumored to be returning as Finn for one of those Disney Plus series that hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
Apparently. I mean, it depends on the writing, what they do. I mean, I honestly don't think that they should do stuff after the end of the sequels. That should be, set. That's done. I think they should go back or like far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, whatever. We'll see. It is what it is.
All right, that was our last bit of news there for tonight. Now, when we come back from break, we're gonna get into some of our topics. We might not be able to cover them all, but we're gonna give it a good shot because we are the fastest hour in podcasting, and we're trying to get this thing to an hour or less. Can we do it? Hang with us and find out. You're listening to the Geek Gauntlet podcast right here on William Morgan Media and a part of Pinfall Streams and Geek News Now. We'll be right back.
No one pulls up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's not to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
All right, guys, we are back to the Geek Gauntlet podcast right here on William Morgan Media. Don't forget, you can check us out every Tuesday If you missed the live show, don't forget to check us out every Tuesday. Geek News Now YouTube channel, Pinfall Streams YouTube channel. So definitely check those out if you missed the live broadcast of this show. All right, let's get into some of these commercials here. First commercial that you saw was for the sports report. That'd be with myself, Tony C, Dan, and Seven. We're on every Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern, bringing you the week's news of sports. The NFL is coming back. Fantasy football is here. We got a lot to cover, so definitely check us out on the sports report every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. After that, you saw a commercial for a really good podcast. Those guys go over movies, TV shows, anything within media of any time frame. Kay and Josh will cover it, and that's every other Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Definitely check those out every other Tuesday. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, well, real quick, don't forget our sponsor, Raise Energy Drink. So if you work out, if you're working from home, and you need a quick boost of energy, head over to Raise Energy Drink. GGN10 is the 15% off code you can use to get that off your order. So definitely Raise Energy Drink. Head on over there, get you some of that energy drink. They have the strawberry lemonade flavor. GNN10 is a promo code. Save 15% off your order. All right, let me bring Shaw in real quick. And before you do that, let me do this. All right, what's our first topic we're going to go over?
All right, so, well, I thought before going into what I already have written, an argument was just reminded to me earlier today that I want to get your opinion on.
Okay.
Vegeta has never actually lost a fight against Goku.
Right.
The first fight in the Saiyan saga, it wasn't him versus Vegeta. It was him, Krillin, Gohan, and Yajirobe versus Vegeta. And then later, with the whole Majin Buu thing, the fight was interrupted.
Okay.
Now, I don't know about Super, but technically, Vegeta has never actually lost a one-on-one fight with Goku. What do you think about that?
Yes, he has.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he has. Who said he didn't?
Well, just a friend of mine brought up the thing that since the first one wasn't one-on-one, and that the second one was interrupted, that he never actually lost.
But the first one ended up being one-on-one.
No, that was still a bunch of people. That was still him, Krillin, Yajirobe.
But Krillin, Yajirobe, look, I'm not gonna sit here and say Vegeta didn't catch that L, because Yajirobe did give him an L when he cut off his tail with his sword. I ain't gonna say a lot about that, but it ended up being one-on-one, and we all
one-on-one. I mean, you had that the spirit bomb being tossed between Krillin and
Gohan, right
in the middle of the fight. I mean, it wasn't one-on-one,
but at the end it was one-on-one. And look, Goku used Kaioken in that, and you might be right. It when I started off one-on-one, but at the end of the day, back then in Z, Goku wasn't gonna lose to Vegeta. outside of when Vegeta was taken over by Babidi.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Vegeta possibly could have beat Goku, but I don't think any other version could have beaten Goku. Not even Super Saiyan. Not even when he went ascended. I don't think any version other than that. Back in the Z days. Now Super is different, but because
Goku still had Super Saiyan 3 up his sleeve though.
Say what?
Goku still has Super Saiyan 3 up his sleeve though at the time.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to waste the energy.
But again, there's no maybe now because both guys have gone through different transformations and things like that and different powers ups. And even now, both of those guys are taking L's to Granola in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
And look, Vegeta got one good win against Topo and Super. I'm gonna play something. Someone sent, and I meant to do it earlier. Someone sent me this in a Discord that I'm a part of. And I just think it's funny as heck. So I'll call this all the L's Vegeta has ever had. Let's go. those are all the L's. There was so many more L's that Vegeta has had. Look, man, Toriyama don't like Vegeta, man. He don't like Vegeta.
He did want Vegeta to take the kill on Boo, but the fans made them decide to overturn that because because when he blew up with Boo, that was supposed to be the end of that saga.
That's supposed to be the end of that saga. But then Boo came up with regeneration. Look, he got that 1-1 on Topo, and you gotta give Vegeta that. You gotta give Vegeta that. But anybody else, look, if you go back and see, he does have some wins, but he doesn't have any wins against the show's main enemy, the main bad guy. He beat most of the Ginyu Force, beat most of the Frieza Force, but he doesn't have a win against any major bad guy in the history of the show.
True, very true.
So I don't know why Toriyama hates him so much. I don't know. He's like, it's like Goku is Batman and he is Robin, but and he thought, and the thing, he got a whole new power up and everything. He gonna beat Granola. He gonna beat Granola. Nope. I mean, the battle ain't over with yet. But he's gonna lose. He ain't gonna beat.
To be fair,
he ain't gonna beat Granola.
Could have beaten Cell if not for his stupidity.
What, his regeneration?
If not for his stupidity, he could have defeated Cell. He's the one that tried to let him.
I'll give you that.
Yeah,
because he got suckered in.
Yeah,
he got suckered into that. I'll give you that.
Yeah. So it was like, ooh, let me play on his pride, and I can get him to let me get that real quick.
Right.
Anyways, move on to the next topic we got. So there's this theory that I heard recently, like a while ago actually, about the cartoons Pinky and the Brain. That when the song goes, one is a genius and the other is insane, that the insane one was the brain and the genius is Pinky. Because Pinky is the one that's always sabotaging the brain's attempts to take over the world, and the brain ain't exactly all there in the head.
That's true.
And we have seen on 1 or 2 occasions that Pinky isn't actually stupid. That he actually has some good intelligence.
Right.
What do you think about that? About that theory? What do you think?
It's an interesting theory. It's an interesting theory. I don't think it's true, but it's interesting.
And when the theme song goes, one's the genius, the other's the same, it always shows Pinky first, then the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Sounds interesting in my opinion.
Maybe that's something to throw you off.
Yes, sir. All right, next up, we got a nice little versus. Got a picture of the Green Ranger versus Captain America. So, who do you think wins?
Green Ranger.
Well, yeah.
Green Ranger. Cap will make it interesting, but I just think with Morphin Power, Power beats human perfection, I think.
Yeah, very true. Though, maybe he could, get him to lose some of the weapons, get a hold of the dagger or something.
That's true. I mean, Captain America make it a tough fight, but I just think at the end of the day, Morphin Power beats human perfection. That's what Cap is. Cap is human perfection. Heck, he's beyond human perfection. What the heck I'm talking about? He's beyond human perfection, but I just think Morphin Power is a little too much.
All right, how about the actors? Chris Evans versus Jason David Frank.
Oh, Jason David Frank all day.
Yeah, very true. I mean, I think Chris is probably a little bigger, but
yeah, Chris is more muscular, but
Jason is more skilled.
Yeah, he's more skilled, and he's kind of a little bit taller, a little bit more linky, a little bit more wiry. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So next up, we have a question of who is Shield's most dangerous. Picture, put that up real quick.
I can find it here. Oh, there we go.
Yes. So Shield's most dangerous are apparently Venom, Doctor Doom, Red Skull, and Magneto. What do you think about that?
I got Doctor Doom.
Do you think anyone deserves to be on the list instead of any of these?
Nah, I think they got it about right. I think they got it about right because you looking at some very evil people right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they got it right. I only picked Doctor Doom because of his intelligence,
Mhm.
um, and the fact that he knows so much. Um, Magneto's power is powerful, but you could put him in a plastic bubble. There you go. Venom to give anybody trouble.
Mhm.
So it Red Skull, but I just like Doctor Doom to be the most dangerous bad guy. But all four of them deserve to be there because they're all evil as hell. Yeah, they got their reasons, but they're all evil as hell.
Very true. Very true. All right. Next up, go back over here. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So we got a nice little team versus team fight. Let's go again. Suicide Squad versus the Titans. Put that up real quick. With this roster specifically, who do you think wins?
Titans,
Just because they got Superboy?
Superboy, Crypto, and Starfire.
Well, you know, they got Polka Dot Man right there in the back.
That's true. That's true. But
And you got
still,
Ratcatcher too right there.
yeah, but I just think those three would just be too much. I know King Shark will try,
I
but I
think you're
just
underestimating Weasel though. Yeah. Underestimating the power that is Weasel.
oh man, the dude almost drowned.
But he survived in the end
He
though.
did survive. He did survive. That's true. He survived everything. So you got to give that to him. But I just think that you got a meta animal and two metas who are just physically stronger than anybody on that team.
Well,
Um,
Bloodsport does have access to kryptonite.
that's true. That's true.
That was mentioned.
But then if Starfire takes him, what are he gonna do against Starfire?
True. Very true.
And then I'm not even counting Nightwing can hold his own with Peacemaker and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that is also true.
And then you got Changeling there, or Gar, as you whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
He can turn into any animal and give King Shark a run for his money. So, that's why I got the Titans. But it would be cool to see the Suicide Squad win, but I just don't see how they win.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next up, we got a pitch for the greatest movie in the world. We put that up real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. Brendan Fraser and Keanu Reeves to do a movie together. Just call it movie, and I would personally see that too myself. What do you think?
Yeah, I would go see it too. I would go see it too. Two great actors.
Yeah.
I'll go see it myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what's the last topic for tonight?
Last topic. We got a question of the leader of who should be the new leader of the Avengers. Can you put that picture up? See the candidates. We got Captain America, aka Falcon, aka Sam Wilson. We got Doctor Strange. We got Captain Marvel, and we got Thor. Who do you think should be the new leader?
Even though he can't fight worth a damn, it needs to be Falcon.
True, very true. Well,
I hate
leadership skills.
I hate Captain Marvel. I don't think Thor is a leader. He's more of a fighter, soldier type.
Mm-hmm.
And
Doctor Strange is probably busy.
And Doctor Strange would be busy.
Yeah. So yeah, not the best group for the option, but yeah, I guess maybe Falcon. I guess. I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that is all the topics we have for today.
All right. Let me move this down real quick. All right. Don't forget, guys, if you missed tonight's show, you can head over to Pinfall Streams on Tuesday. Catch the show over there. You also head over to Geek News Now's YouTube page. You can check the show out over there if you missed tonight's show. Thank you to both of those teams for having us working with us, having us be a part of their platform. Also want to thank everyone for watching the show tonight. We appreciate it. We had a very good turnout tonight. So I appreciate you guys coming through. And if there is nothing else for myself, Shaw. Oh, real quick before we go. Head over to repsports.com. Use promo code use promo code. I can't talk right now. Use promo code GGN10. Save 15% off your entire order over at repsports.com. Strawberry lemonade and other flavors are available. Very good for those who work out, need a quick boost of energy if you're working from home, whatever the situation may be. Head over to repsports.com. Use promo code GGN10, save 15% off your order. If there is nothing else, Shaw, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, buddy.
I really appreciate you guys who are out there listening to the show. If there's nothing else, we'll see you guys again next week right here on the Geek Gauntlet. You guys have a great week and take care.